Hi, I wanted to just do a quick video. I have been pretty bad recently, and I was reflecting about the whole thing. I think it's really important that you do live in the moment, and I think it's really important that you remember to record. It doesn't have to be in a video, it can be in a journal or just, I don't know, any way that you can think that you can record something, do it. Exactly how you feel, exactly why you feel like that. You don't have to show anyone. You can do whatever you want with it afterwards, but I think it's then important to record it and then come back to it and look at it again and look at it. Come back to it when you're in a different mindset and look at it again and acknowledge what you were feeling, but also acknowledge how you can see something in a different light. So, for example, say you lost your job. At the time, it was the end of the world, and it everything was devastating, and you couldn't see the future for yourself. But then you got the career of your dreams. Do you care that you lost your job? No, you don't. It's a sort of a bit like that, not exactly like that. Anyway, that wasn't precisely what I wanted to cover. I have been clearing out my room and my house in general, as well as my life. In a sense, I've been clearing out people, but with people, these are my dad's letters. These are basically all I have of my dad. He hasn't been in my life. I haven't seen him for years. I couldn't tell you where he lived off the top of my head. I don't text him. I couldn't tell you the last time, you know what I mean? I can't tell you where he goes out in a day, what programs he watches. He lives somewhere in Southampton, and I've seen his house on Google Images. I cut my dad off because he wasn't good for me, and he wasn't ever going to bother with me. And I could tell myself, he'll change, he'll do this, but deep down, he's not going to. He's always going to be how he is. I'm never going to know him properly. I don't want to know him properly. I don't need him in my life. It's not to say that I don't want, everybody wants a good relationship with their parents. Everybody does, I'm pretty sure. But I don't have a good relationship with my dad, and I don't know my dad. He's a stranger to me. And I have these letters. That's all I have of my dad. And they take up physical space. Cutting someone off isn't just about not seeing them, it's about not having, negative influences. And this is negative clutter. I don't like to show you what it says, but these letters are negative. And so I decided I'm going to throw them in the bin. And you might think, why? If that's all you've got of your dad, why would you throw them in the bin? This is a piece of paper, and I'm just putting this in realist terms. This piece of paper means nothing to me. There's a paragraph of writing, just half a page of writing, because that's apparently all I'm worth to my father. I've been alive for 21 years. I can guarantee there's probably 25 letters here. Now that's like averaging like one a year of my life. You know what, what is there to say? Like, half of these are just a page of spaced out writing. The writing is not, half of them don't have two sides. what do these bring to my life? Do you know what I mean? I think that we, as humans, we're all like, we like to keep keepsakes, but keeping keepsakes for a reason that just to hold on to something negative, that's not a good thing. Like, if you, for me, I still have photos of people I don't speak to, and I don't speak to them now, but I do have memories with them, and the memories I have with them are positive. So the keepsakes that I have for those people, even though they're now toxic to me and I don't speak to them, the photos, they were of good things. These letters, these are, for the most part, I'm coming to visit you, but I'm not. But I won't end up coming anyway. They're negative. Then they're not worth the space that they take up, and they're not worth the energy that it. When I don't feel positive, it doesn't bring anything to me to look through these letters, and so it's not. It's the same old shit. I could tell you off by heart what it says in the letters. It will say something like "Happy birthday, good luck with your exams," even though he doesn't know when my exams are. I'm coming, here's a check, and that's about it. That's all he says in every single letter. The earlier letters, it'll be like, this is when I'm coming down. The later letters, it will say, or it's just some sort of argument about how he's not useless, and it's like, but I don't even know you. I don't know anything about him, not anything. I know that he's ill. I mean, I know that he's useless. I know that he doesn't bother with me. I know that my mum is a better father than he is. Like, if this was birthday cards for my mum, that would be a different story. Do you know what I mean? Like, I keep my mum's cards because my mum's valuable to me. I keep them because we don't have a perfect relationship, but she doesn't. She's never not been there. She's physically present, and she bothers with me, even if she screws up or I screw up. She doesn't. She hasn't abandoned me, and I think that's the difference, that she tries and she's been there and she's raised me and he hasn't. And why do I keep letters from a stranger? Why am I doing that? Or negative, it's not even, it's nothing to do with memories. There are no memories behind these letters. That are just, if there are any memories, it's of me crying as a child because he let me down, or just feeling frustrated or paranoid or worried. It's nothing's good behind these letters, and so I feel like the best way to deal with this is to just get rid of them, and I am scanning them into my computer, and I know that's not totally getting rid of them, but I felt like it's one step at a time. If I can get rid of the physical pieces of paper, then eventually I can delete that file off my computer and it'll be gone. So I just encourage everyone, if you have meaningless clutter or just clutter that is negative physically, if it will remind you of something, like, why are you keeping notes from your vile notes from your ex-boyfriend or your parent? When you cut someone off, delete their number out your phone, delete their email address, block them on Facebook, block them on social media. Don't speak to them, and don't hold on to, especially if the whole relationship was negative. Just you will liberate yourself, I promise you. Throw it away, get rid of it. This does not bring anything to my life other than misery, really. And I get cards from him. I didn't this year. He forgot my birthday this year, but I did get cards from him, and they've been going straight in the bin because there's no point dwelling on it. He doesn't bring anything to my life, and nor does his letters or his cards or anything that he does. So, there we go. Bye.